On Monday, Erik decided to begin his work as the new Manchester United manager. The Dutch tactician has already arrived at the Carrington training base after deciding to terminate his deal with Ajax as soon as they played the last game of a campaign that they had already won. Ten Hag is likely to be in the stands when Manchester United take on Crystal Palace on Sunday in what would be the Red Devils' last game of the season. We're likely to see him also meet up with his new players, and he will of course be observing the game from afar and taking mental and written notes. Ten Hag has already admitted that a lot of work needs to be done, which is why he has forgone his summer break. This is a good sign for the club, since the Dutch tactician understands that he needs to work round the clock in order to ensure that United do not flunk next season like they did in the 2021-22 campaign. The former Ajax boss is going to be given a lot of financial backing in the transfer window and has already started drawing up a list of players that he wants at Old Trafford. A lot of players such as Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard and Erik Bailly are likely to leave. Meanwhile, Cristiano Ronaldo has hinted that he will be spending the next season with United and is reportedly eager to work with the new manager. All areas are going to be strengthened with Ten Hag desperate to bring in a new centre-back, a full-back, a midfielder and a striker. So we've been watching a lot of reports in recent weeks and believe that United's needs are going to be addressed better if they went for the following players in the upcoming summer transfer window. Pau Torres. Defence has been United's biggest issue this season. The Red Devils have let goals in left, right and centre, which is why it isn't surprising to see them move for a suitable partner for Raphael Varane. While Harry Maguire did cost them a lot of money, the England international has been out of sorts for a good part of a year. This is why there's a likelihood of United reviving their interest in Villarreal defender Pau Torres. The Spain international has been hotly linked with a move away from the Madrigal this summer and was one of the most promising players in the Champions League. Strong in the air and extremely comfortable on the ball, the 25-year-old is a ball-playing defender and fits the mould. The same can be said of Jurrien Timber, who had a great relationship with Ten Hag during their time together at Ajax. Timber is a very young option and might need some time to develop, which is why United might opt to go for a more experienced option in Torres, who is a left-footed defender and is definitely going to add a lot of steel in the heart of defence. Borna Sosa. ETH is definitely going to move for a new left-back this summer. Luke Shaw has struggled all season, while Alex Telles has shown a lot of vulnerability, especially on the counter, where he's been exposed many a time this season. According to reports, United have been scouting Croatian international Borna Sosa for quite a while. The 24-year-old has had a good campaign in the Bundesliga, where he's registered 16 assists. The Croat is a very creative player and is very progressive in nature. Moreover, he has great delivery from crosses and also takes set pieces. Sosa is destined for a big move, so don't be surprised if United do make the move for him. Frenkie de Jong. Midfield has been Manchester United's biggest issue this season. Fred and Scott McTominay offer a lot of commitment, but the duo lacks a lot of creativity, and this has hurt United a lot throughout the campaign. Nemanja Matic has always done very well whenever called upon, but the veteran Serbian is set to leave the club as a free agent in the summer. Donnie Thunderbake spent the second half of the season on loan at Everton and might require some time to get his confidence back. And it appears that United have stolen a march ahead of many other teams in their quest to sign Barcelona ace Frenkie de Jong. The 25-year-old had arrived at Camp Nou amid great fanfare, but has been very unlucky throughout his time in Catalonia. And while he has featured regularly in recent months, and Xavi wants him to stay, the club's senior management see him as a player who commands a great transfer value. And with Barca's financial woes still far from over, selling Frenkie de Jong is going to go a long way in addressing some of their concerns. Reportedly, United are willing to pay €65 million for his signature. The Dutch international enjoys a great relationship with Erik ten Hag, under whom he played at Ajax. De Jong realises that he needs a fresh start and is now aware that he might never have a future at Camp Nou. However, there is one issue that could throw a spanner in the works. Manchester United are not going to be in the Champions League next season. De Jong would obviously want to feature in the competition. Moreover, the likes of Manchester City and PSG are also interested in his services, which means that United's pitch has to be really good. This is why the Red Devils have other options to work on as well. Christian Eriksen is one player they've been monitoring in recent weeks. The Danish international returned to football in February with Brentford for the first time since suffering a heart attack at the Euros. The former Tottenham man has done a great job for the Bees this season, but his contract with them is going to expire in June. Chances are that he's not going to commit to Thomas Frank's side, and the likes of Tottenham and United are both interested in signing him. But then again, this is a very difficult operation, since Eriksen might be aware that he's not going to be given a lot of starts at either club, which is why he might end up staying at Brentford. Searching for a true goalscorer. This season, if Cristiano Ronaldo had not scored the goals he did, Manchester United would be far closer to the bottom half of the table. Despite his advancing years, the Portuguese striker has amassed 21 goals in the league. It is quite a damning indictment on the likes of Marcus Rashford and others. Therefore, it's understandable to see that United are now looking for a proven goalscorer. Players who scored 25 plus every season don't come cheap. But then again, United can't afford to spend another season without a young but proven marksman. Reports have linked them with the likes of Darwin Nunes and Victor Osimhen. Nunes has been a live wire this season and has scored goals for fun for Benfica. He also showcased his qualities in the Champions League, so it's safe to say that the Uruguay international is on course to becoming one of the most lethal strikers in the game. While there are other teams interested in signing the striker, it is being claimed that the Red Devils are favourites to land his services, which would make things very interesting. But United are still keeping their options open and have reportedly sounded out Nigerian international Victor Osimhen. The 23-year-old has been in fine form for Napoli since moving from Lille a couple of years ago. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the youngster will be allowed to leave if a good offer is made. The Italians are willing to sell him for €100 million. According to rumours, United have already established contact with the player's entourage, although an official bid has not been tabled at the moment. The youngster is also going to be offered a very lucrative deal that will see him make over €9 million a year. With 18 goals in 31 matches this season, Osimhen might not have scored as freely as he could have. He has loads of room to grow, and perhaps he might explode at Manchester United.